Okay, so there's quite a few good cards for us here. There's Feed the Serpent, Demon Bolt, and Iron Verdict, which are all just like very solid removal spells. Not a big fan of the Draugr's Helm, but I've been told like limited resources was pretty high on this card, and I do obviously trust their judgment a fair bit. So I'm wondering if maybe I'm not underrating this card. Thanks. The funny thing is, I don't actually think it's a French Canadian accent because my French is just like a weird. I'm gonna take the random good common. I'm not convinced that's the right pick, but I think I like it better than the other options that I had there. Um, this pick. This pick comes down to like how confident I am that we can activate Hailstorm Valkyrie with any amount of like of consistency, and the answer to that is like I'm not sure. Basically, Demonic Gifts, Elderfang Disciple. I'm probably just gonna take Card of the Doomscourge here, just like to keep myself open. It still goes well with my Feed the Serpent, and it's just a good card. Like a 4-mana 4/3 with a very strong static ability seems good. So I'm gonna grab that. We'll see how it pans out. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we got some good options here. So if I wanted to like really commit to Carter, I could just take Immersturm Skullcairn here. Yeah, no, you're right. It is French Canadian in that sense, but it's not Quebecois, is what I would say, because my Quebecois accent is different. But it's also not French, which is what you would obviously be more accustomed to hearing. So Battle Shield Warrior and Valkyrie's Sword. These both seem like pretty good. Obviously this wants me to go wide. I'm really not sure. It's one of these three cards, definitely, but which of these three, I'm not certain. Doomscar is so good that I'm kind of interested in just like sort of trying to like work towards casting that. Ooh, picking up a Vengeful Reaper. Okay, so we're probably going to put this in the sideboard. And I think we're just going to be trying to be like some sort of black-white deck of some sort. Vengeful Reaper and Bound in Gold are both very good as a side note. Bound in Gold, like, arguably could be better, but I already have a Feed the Serpent and a Doomscar's removal, whereas Vengeful Reaper is just, like, a very good card on its own merits. So we're going to grab that here. Kaya's Onslaught is a sweet combat trick. Very sweet combat trick. There's a Port of Carfell, though. Damn. This card's so strong. Like, really, really strong. But there's good white cards here, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to... There's also a Carfell Kennelmaster. I think this might be... This is probably the best black common creature. Like, I think this is the actual best black common. But this card, to me, looks like it hits really hard. I might just take the Kai's Onslaught, though. It's a hell of a combat trick. It really is. But I might be overrating that. But, like, I just don't want to take, like, a big, beefy creature when we already have, like, a fairly beefy curve. Let's just take the uncommon. A lot of this is going to be experimenting. Wow, we are just getting hooked up on these, like, white and black uncommons. Do I want a second Vengeful Reaper? Or do I want my first Batter Shield Warrior? I think I want the second Vengeful Reaper, honestly. Like, Double Reaper seems really good. Braggart seems just fine as a white card here. Like, I think that card is just very reasonable. I don't think it's incredible, but I think it's solid. There's the Crown here. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that card yet. It is essentially a weird kill spell most of the time. Like, obviously, it's a kill spell that if your opponent has enchantment removal, they might be willing to take the one and then remove it, but I think it's just better than anything else in this pack for us right now, so we're just going to go with it. Wield the Drauggr's Helm, which tells me at least I'm not the only one who's not sure about how good this card is, but I will take it on the wheel, I think. I think it's better than Codespell Cleric here. I feel like we're off to a really good start. Like, our card quality is very, very high. Like, this is our worst card, I think, and even this card isn't that bad. Like, we have some very solid creatures, like a lot of uncommons, too, for a pack one as well. Okay. I'll probably just take the Story Seeker here. I do think this is a fun little trick, but I don't think I'm trying to take it over like a random actual playable. Like, this is extremely filler, but it is a totally fine card. Like, I'm not going to try to, like, force... Oh, wow, we actually wield a Batterskull Warrior? That seems really good. Okay, so we're just, like, going to be, like, a solid white-black deck now. pretty happy about that. Orzhov does seem interesting. I am cautiously optimistic about it. Feather Serpent is an unbelievably pushed common. Like, again, I went over this in my set review. Like, the fact that this is literally just Vraska's Contempt at common, with the only trade-off being that you don't gain 2 life, is absurd to me. Like, it's also Final Reward is literally just got power creep by this. Final Reward is 5 mana instant exile target creature, and this is 1 less, still instant, and also hits Planeswalkers because reasons. Just seems really good to me. Let's take Snow-Covered Mountains. I actually think Skull Raid might be playable. The fact that this is also a divination in the late game, I underrated how good this card might be. And also you can foretell it, which means you can just cast it for 2 later on instead of 4. I actually think that this card is better than it looks. Also has creepy as shit art. But yeah, no, Feed the Serpent is ridiculous. Like, it is the best black common, no doubt. I'll take a last pick Infernal Pet. We might actually be playing that. Ooh, Skemfire Avenger. We are more or less on the Riley Knight special of draft every rare for the first little bit of this format, but the fact that it's an on-color rare does make me happy. Like, it's a 2-mana 3/1, but that actually goes like quite well with the random equipments that we have so far. And I might have some other ways of pushing it through. Like, it's probably be pretty good with the stupid Guy's Onslaught, things like that. Yet another. This is the 3rd Battle Shield Warrior we've seen opened in this draft so far. Bloodline Pretender, Immersturm Skullcairn, Axeguard Armory. None of these really look that good to me. Like, Pretender is okay. I think Pretender is actually pretty good. Like, how much tribal nonsense do I have going on right now? Like, not really a lot. Like, yeah, I don't think we have enough fully tribal things happening. I might actually just take the Carfell Kennel Master here. I think that card, again, is, like, a really, really strong black common. There's also a Guardian, which I do think is a fine card. Yeah, we're just, like, not quite there on either of these lands, unfortunately. Even though they're technically there, they're both red activated, and they're double red off activated, which is, like, unfortunate. But yeah, Kennel Master, totally respectable. Not upset about it. Ooh, easy bound in gold here. That's, like, I don't really even need to see the rest of the pack to know that's the pick. Like, this is just a really good removal spell. But looking at the rest of the pack, it might actually just be the best card in the pack anyway. Like, in any of the colors. So we're just gonna snap that off real easy. Get another good removal spell. I'm liking the look of this deck so far. The card quality feels really high. Like, Infernal Pet is a little suspect, and, like, Withercrown is a little suspect, but everything else seems fine. Like, Story Seeker. Oh, I'm just gonna take another Feed the Serpent here. It's, like, not even close. Like, I'm looking... Like, I don't actually think this card is that good. Like, this card just looks really, really clunky, and I don't understand what it's trying to do, to be honest. Like, I do understand what it's trying to do, but it's, like, not a good thing. If the Feed the Serpent wasn't here, I'd probably take the Gold Mod Champion over the Ascend of the Worthy also, even though this is a gold uncommon in our colors. Like, this is just not a good one. And we're just going to snap off another Serpent, like, not even close to close. Do I want the Hailstorm Valkyrie? I suspect the answer is no. There's a 3 Seasons. There's a God's Hall Guardian. I think I just take the God's Hall Guardian here. Cat, please stop messing with my wires. Alternatively, I could take a Village Rites. I think that card is fine. Maybe I just take the Starnheim Courser. Actually, yeah, the Starnheim Courser works decently well with our equipments as well. Like, it makes them a little bit more affordable. And it's like a 3-mana 2 flyer in white, which is totally fine, I think. Alright, here we have Raise the Draugr and Master Skald. I don't think I like Master Skald very much, but I might just take it as a one-of for now. It gets much, much better if you have Sagas in your deck, because they actually just place themselves in your graveyard naturally. Because the thing is, if this is just a 5-mana 4/4, it's, like, pretty unimpressive. But if it's a 5-mana 4/4 buyback a Saga, that's very good. And in theory, one of my random equipments could die. Actually, I also have Bounding Gold. Yeah, you know what? We're going to take this. We're going to take this. This is fine. Again, not going to force it or anything, but I think it's totally playable. I'm going to take a Snow-Covered Swamp here over either of the random white and black cards in this pack. I think the Snow-Covered Swamp might actually... Like, it could be good in my deck, depending on what else we pick up. And it's definitely better than anything else in the pack, I think. Demon Bolt is late. Like, this is a very, very late Demon Bolt. Like, red seemingly is open then. None of these black cards are what I want to be doing. I don't think Raiders Carve is what I want to be doing, but I will... maybe I'll just take a black card just to like signal that black is cut a little bit better. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not playing any of those cards. Cowboy. Yeah, we're not playing Cowboy. Ooh, wow. Port of Carvel Wield. That's surprising. There's also Funeral Longboat, which I think is just very good. Is it better than Goldmaw Champion is the question. I'm really not sure how good this card is. Funeral Longboat's a 3/3. I'm going to take the Goldmaw Champion here. Not, like, dead certain about that. But, okay, well, medium regrets, obviously. I actually did think that this was the pack that we saw it the first time around. I would definitely rather have 1 boat, 1 guardian than 2 guardians. I didn't wind up picking God's Hall Guardian last time. Oh, wow. Both of these are called Guardian. Oh, no, this is Champion. Never mind. So I guess we'll take that now. Ugh. Val convinced me to put moisturizer on my face so that I would, quote-unquote, not be wrinkly when I'm old. And all it's doing is, like, wafting into my eyes and making me a sad panda, so I have regrets. Oh my god. So many of these guys. Take another Snow-Covered Swamp. I don't think I'm trying to Village Rites or Demonic, whatever here. Alright, well, if we want to do snow things in this deck, we're probably, like, doing okay. We've got 3 on-color Snowlands so far. Ooh, okay, Raven's Warning. Vega the Watcher. God, Bounding Gold. So again, if I was, like, strictly being disciplined about my draft picks here, imagine being a wrinkly, not sad panda. I wish, like, I can't. I can't. I appreciate that, Kieran. I appreciate that. That is a, I'll take the compliment. So again, we're just going to take the Raven's Warning. It's not going to go in our deck, but we do want to get rares early on so we can get to our pack opening sooner. So we're just going to grab that, passing the Bounding Gold, which is a little bit sad, admittedly, but not the end of the world. Riti of the Frost. I did buy the some of the skins. This does look really good, honestly. This is one of the better ones, in my opinion. All the deer people, it's, like, pretty creepy and cool. I think I'm just going to take Feed the Serpent number 3, though. Like, straight up, like, I don't think Spectral Seal is that good. Like, I think it's okay, but I don't think it's as good as Feed the Serpent. Like, it might be how many Feed the Serpents is too... Ooh, actually, wait, hang on. There's a Stalwart Valkyrie in this pack. I might just be taking Stalwart Valkyrie. That card is pretty powerful. And we already have 2 feeds. Yeah. We don't need a 3rd feed that badly. This is double blue off activated. Man, all the splashable ones are, like, very prohibitively costed, unfortunately, for me. I don't think I want a Code Spell Cleric. I don't want another Skull Raid. Forging the Territe Soul. I guess I'll just take a Side Coming. Like, none of these are making the deck. At this point, I'm just picking, like, cards that I might play in my collection. Okay, Project, I will talk to you like one of your French girls, but with the caveat, Jesus Christ, another Vengeful Reaper. So hang on, I'm not ignoring your request. I absolutely will honor it, but give me a second. With the caveat, I'm not doing it for 5 minutes. I haven't gotten to change that. Apparently that was, like, the default time, but I definitely meant to write 1 minute. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, so give me a second. All right, I'm going to pick another Angel, because that just seems great. So yeah, we're going to go starting now. I'm also going to put the timer countdown here just to, like, give myself a sense of, like, what it's going. Oh, you got to go back to work? I feel like I can redeem... I know that I can actually refund you your points, but I also know that I don't know how to actually do that. So I will remember that for next time, or, like, bother me about it. And then also somebody remind me to look into how to redeem or to refund points that I can't spend properly, whatever. Sure, do this. That pick was pretty meaningless. Hey, it's the combo with the cow. Should have taken the cow, I guess. Ooh, there's a piece of fixing, but there's also an Iron Verdict, and I think that card's just quite good. So we're gonna take Iron Verdict here. I don't think fixing is super crucial for this deck. Like, I guess I do have, like, double black and, like, a double white card. Oh my god, my eyes are dying. Val, why have you done this to me? I'll take the Grim Draugr, but again, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to take an uncommon, because uncommons are worth more gems. Alright, enjoy work, Project. We'll see you later. Ooh, Lityara Mirror Lake. Yeah, similarly just going to take an uncommon here, just, like, for, you know, collection purposes. Ooh, we wheeled the Bounding Gold out of that opening pack. That's awesome. That's ridiculously good. I will play another Bounding Gold, certainly. I might play a Way Down. Not sure. Not sure. Let's see. I guess I'll just take another Skull Raid, but I don't think I'm playing the second copy. Might actually, maybe I play another. No, I have so many good fours. I don't think I need another Braggart. I guess I'll just take an Emberstone Skull Cairn. Hey, there's the cow. Alright, happy Noah, we picked the cow. I truly could not have chosen a worse color for this freaking thing. Like, I'm actually so upset about it. Because, like, I don't want to restart it because, like, I'll have to, like, synchronize it or whatever. But, like, it's just, like, the worst color. Like, truly the worst color. Alright. So we made 3 rare picks. I don't think we got past any rares. So I think I'm just adding 3 rares total to the count, if I'm not mistaken. We got 1 The Raven's Warning, 1 Doomscar, and then what was our other rare? Oh yeah, Skemfire Avenger, sure. I think that was our only 3 rares, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that looks right to me. Alright, so The Raven's Warning, Doomscar, Skemfire Avenger. So give me 1 second to update the chart. Good. 1 Raven's Warning. 1 Doomscar. And 1 Skemfire Avenger. Okay. Looks good. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, nobody was passing rares that draft. Maybe people are getting wise to the rare draft tech. Okay. Yeah, restarting at a round number is actually probably not a bad idea. TBH. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like behind the scenes fix this. What do we think would be a good high contrast color to play this as? Like, do I just do it in white? Is white just the tech? Or is there like another like bright color that I could use that would be better that doesn't like just completely fade in? Like, what about yellow? Would yellow work? Like a dark orangey yellow thing, maybe? Magenta? Orange? Yeah, I feel like orange could be good. Orange could be good. Use red, get angry. I think we'll go with orange. We'll split the difference on orange. Let's do this. Set it for 10 hours. And copy the link. Add a browser source. I mean, that's compromise, right, Kieran? Somebody, I don't know. I feel like somebody said magenta and then somebody said red. I don't know. I guess that's not really splitting the difference. It's more just like not going full red aggro is all I meant. Fine, you're right. 10 hours. We'll add that. And then all right. No, this is so bad. It's because it's not contrasty enough. That's the problem. It doesn't contrast enough. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, chat. I don't want to spend the next 10 minutes just doing this because this looks terrible. If somebody wants to be a big brain and save my bacon, please find me a Twitch-compatible countdown timer. Or a Streamlabs compatible countdown timer that actually uses a contrast of some sort. Because my admittedly very cursory searches did not turn anything up when I was looking originally. Alright, in the meantime, we're gonna figure out what to cut from this. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Infernal Pet. That looks really weak. Let's see. I actually like my 5s. Do I want the Braggart? I could probably lose the Braggart also. I feel like Skull Raid is probably, like, it's a cool card, but I think it's probably just not that good. At least not in our deck currently. Like, I just don't think we need it. Iron Verdict, Kaizen Slot. I feel like Battle Shield Warrior is not going to be that good in this deck either. It's like just because we don't actually have like that many actual creatures. Like we have 14 creatures, but a lot of them like are like more expensive. Like we're not really a go wide aggro deck. So I think I'm going to cut that. And then we probably don't need the Way Down. Again, I'm not going to have that many creatures dying that early, I don't think. And we already have like a lot of other removal spells. Like, we have Double Feed the Serpent, Double Bounding Gold, Iron Verdict, Wither Crown. Doomscar is technically a removal spell, if you count blowing up everything the removal spell. Chats could be smaller. The biggest issue I have with that is largely just the fact that, like, yeah, maybe this works. Yeah, the biggest, like, that's probably fine, right? It's not like the best in the world, but I think it'll do. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I'm mostly just, yeah, because the chat scroll is very small. Yeah, you know what? That's a totally serviceable workaround, so thank you for that. So yeah, let's get the Way Down out of here. And ship it, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a small chat scroll, but end of the day, the chat scroll is like kind of marginal. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll like seeing the chat scroll. Like, I know that some people don't even care about it. Like, you obviously have the actual chat scroll on Twitch, so it's not like completely necessary to begin with. Where is my snip tool? All right, so let's take a quick snipperoo of this, even though I know you guys can't see me doing that, but bear with me. And then done. And then let's play. God, my eyes. They are dying. Not exactly what I was looking for, if we're being honest. Not exactly what I was looking for. Let's mulligan this. Yeah, this is far more appropriate. We'll just yeet one of the lands back, one of the planes. And go. The biggest issue with 2-drops like this is that they interfere with your kind of desire to, like, foretell things. Which is, like, a bit of a strange, like, dichotomy there. Like, I think 2-drops actually have to be, like, really good in this format to be worth playing. Which, like, maybe these just aren't. Definitely glad I sort of shipped a land back. As it goes here, like, I actually just have a 2-3-4 curve. 5, even. So I am just going to play this out, because I don't need to be foretelling things to be, like, mana efficient. At least so far. But, a lot of foretells don't get an advantage from being foretold. What the advantage you get is basically getting to double spell on a turn where that winds up being relevant and important. It's not about... Yeah, it's less about the spells themselves and more about how much you're getting out of said spells in a given turn. Because you're absolutely right that that I'm not getting much out of it. Like here, I'm gonna foretell the Iron Verdict because it's no different than just holding it up. But if I don't get to play, if I don't need to play it this turn, then I just have it for 1 mana later on. Oh, Rookie, you actually did go looking? Okay, I'm gonna open that. Actually, yeah, let me open that up. Let's see. It doesn't need to be specifically for Streamlabs. It's really just a question of like being compatible. So like, do I want to attack with this? Or like, do I want to Iron Verdict this? I really just don't right now. I don't think I'm going to spend Iron Verdict killing a random 2/2. That just doesn't seem good. So now what happens is I have this in my suspend zone or whatever the hell you want to call it. For later, like while still just having like good shit going on in the meantime. Yeah, let's just cast this. It does have haste after all. Is it dying? Seems like it's dying. Hope you please kill it if you're killing it. Okay, they'll just keep mousing over it. They're like, I can't believe it has this many abilities. What the hell? Ooh, the classic do nothing past strats. All right, let's just cast another one. If you like the first one, OP, you'll love the second one. And now I actually get to keep up the Iron Verdict. So, like, this is why foretelling is kind of neat, because now I actually get to keep up this Iron Verdict despite not having 3 mana open. I don't know. It's marginal. Don't get me wrong. It's not, like, just game-breaking or anything, but it's kind of cool. So if they try to pump this, I get to Verdict it. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I don't. That's not how this card works. I thought it was attacking or blocking. Apparently it's just target tapped. That's okay. That's okay. They spent a combat trick to eat a 2/2. Like, I'm largely okay with that. Notably, if I draw that 4 mana Valkyrie, I can actually just like eat the random card out of my graveyard and just cast it for 2, which is pretty cool. Okay. That's a card. I don't even care what the ability is. It's just a 6/6 flying trample. Like, damn, dude. So basically, put the worst of 2 cards they show me into their hand, put the other one in the yard. So let's see what happens, I suppose. An opponent chooses one of them, put the chosen card in your hand and the other in your graveyard. So basically, the card I choose is the card they will get. I just want to make sure I don't, like, click the wrong thing and give them the better card or something. So whatever I click on, they will put in their hand out of those cards. Apparently my opponent didn't know what they were planning on doing either. Also, oh, I didn't even check, but this says elf, and my opponent has played all of 0 elves so far this game, so that's interesting. Maybe they just go find 2 elves? That would be kind of a thing. Normally Iron Verdict does not deal with this super well, but I can also just yeet my random angels into this and like trade my 1 angel for their demon. What do I want to give them? I guess I'd rather give them Herald than a 6/6 that gains 4. For being honest. Still not really interested in blocking this. Oh, hell yeah, that's a good draw. Ooh, you do love to see that. Eat that, please. Take 4. And, yeah, let's foretell this, actually. Let's foretell this. I don't see myself needing the Iron Verdict for any real reason here, so I think Foretelling the Wrath is just fine. So this is going to be a 3/3 this turn minimum if they find more elves. Is it one elf? Yeah, they choose one out of the top 5. Did they just brick? Oh, that's awkward. Herald unites the elves too. Dang, dude. And they still bricked. They still bricked. You hate to see it. So this doesn't actually get anything, but it isn't like a. It is just like a 4/4. This thing has menace, but this is a 3/3 that doesn't have menace. I feel like I just like low-key play this as a 4/4 and like just block the 3/3 and get in. Like they're dead next turn regardless, assuming they don't like kill both my flyers. You love to see it. You are not wrong. Put a 1/1 counter on each elf you control. You got it. Yep. That is about how I assumed that would go. Alright, so my opponent is running a seemingly elf tribal deck, though there was a distinct lack of elves to be seen. They also have the random demon, just because demon, which is fair. Like, I would also play my random 6-mana not tribal demon, if I had it. This sort of makes me want to bring in the way down, a little bit more. What else does it make me want to do? We did see that they had the random Herald Unites the Elves, which is like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough by itself to bring in Invoke the Divine. Like, that's a very niche card that does essentially nothing else that I want. So I don't think we're doing that. Yeah, I think we're just bringing in the way down because they're presumably a small creatures deck, and I guess we can get like the Master Scald out maybe, or maybe just the. Yeah, the Master Scald is probably the worst of these cards, I think. Actually, maybe a single Gold Mod champion might be worse. They do block well and they come down cheap. Yeah, let's just get rid of a random 4/4 for 5. I think this 4/4 for 5 is just better. I have 3 of these. I like low-key forgot I have 3 of these. What a silly card. I could also get rid of one of these two. Like for the control deck, like because this is basically a 5-mana card, and this is like a 7-mana card basically. What would I rather have at 5-mana? Just the 5-mana 4/4 or 5? I guess this is still the better 5-mana card because it's a 5-mana 4/4 menace that can also move the 2/2 menace to something else. Yep, this seems fine then. This seems fine. Ooh, we just crossed the 10-hour mark. We are 1/5 of the way through our stream today. Seems fine. I mean, obviously I would like to draw some black sources at some point, but like the combination of these two cards buys me a decent amount of time, I think. I don't think I'm supposed to go to 6, even if we do get to be on the draw. That also makes me feel better too. So I can lock up something obnoxious at some point. Like the demon. We're actually like pretty well set against that 6-mana demon, honestly. Throne of Death. That's interesting. Yeah, let's just play a Story Seeker again. Yeah, I had the alternative of suspending the Reaper, but I might still just do that. I could just still do that next turn. On Elf again, unsurprising. Yeah, let's attack. They're, again, pretty unlikely to block, I imagine. Now I will suspend Reaper. Interesting. Disciple? Let's discard Skemfar Avenger, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good, because it actually gives me something to cheap cast the Valkyrie off of. Especially if I don't draw a land, I can still just play the Valkyrie next turn by exiling this. And, like, the longer the game goes, the less this card actually matters. So I wound up being okay with that. Oh, yeah, this is a nice turn. Check this out. Check this out. So Stalwart Valkyrie, pay the alternate by exiling this, and then also get to play my Vengeful Reaper this turn. This is why I think Portel is quite sweet, because you can get these pretty sick tempo turns that are just, like, kind of rough for your opponent. You can open the door, Cat. Like, you have a brain and paused. You've done it before. You're just being a helpless baby right now. But Daddy! Oh, just go sit on your chair. Ooh. Yeah, the Kennel Master is good. Alright, so these are indestructible, so there's no point in blocking. Not bad. Okay, second block more or less means that the world is our oyster now. I am being nice to Scully. She's being a big baby and she knows it. Alright, so I'm gonna kick this. Then just yeet these two in. Deal. That doesn't seem that good, but what do I know? Like, it cycles, so, like, fair enough. Oh, no attacks? That can't be good for my opponent. No attacks, huh? Sure, then. So this is going to put my opponent to 4. And then they have... Yeah, so if I attack with this, they have to block, because this is actually just lethal. So they have to block here. Yep. Yeah, we'll just let this happen, and then I can... Yeah, I can just feed the Serpent, the Kennel Master in response. They're going to sack it. Oh, they're going to Snakeskin Veil it. Sure. Okay, fair enough. They kind of got me there with the Snakeskin Veil, but they're still dead on board, unfortunately for them, is the broader truth here. Ooh. Nope, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Let's gain 2. Then we have a Way Down and a Bound in Gold. So this costs 4 to equip. They're at 8. So this doesn't speed up the kill, so we're not going to do that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh this down. Exiling this. And then I'm going to bind this in gold. And then we're just going to get in. And then either of these creatures are lethal next turn, because I can put the Helm on the Reaper. And they need to have 2 removal spells, basically, or gain some more life. Sure. So this is just them digging, but it costs them 3 mana to dig, which means it also reduces the number of outs that they have. Sure. Got him. Alright, alright. Good stuff, good stuff. This deck looks powerful. This deck looks fun. Or is fun, rather, but feels good. That's what I was more getting at. Ooh, I got a new style for my Iron Verdicts. I haven't actually looked at the rewards track. Oh, and I got a new pack, so let's add that to my chart. It's 54 packs of Kaldheim now. Let me open the deck to apply the styles. Yeah. Then let's play another one. Another one. All right. What you got from me, OP? That's not a good hand. We're gonna mulligan that one. I guess. Ship a swamp. I mean, not a bad draw as these things go. Alright, Glory Seeker. This is just no card points and they foretold something. Yeah, that does seem to be the solution, I suppose. Okay, we're actually like low-key curving out now. I will attack with the Seeker if they... Or I will attack with the Seeker if they want to block. I'm okay with that trade, I think. I think long-term their Courser is better than my Seeker. Yeah, I think that that benefits me more than them. Maybe they know something I don't, but... Their own Gold Maw champion? Sure. Sure. Ooh, and my own Courser. No you? Alright, well the sad part is I don't get to attack here. The good part is that I have two creatures to benefit from the Kennel Master next turn. Should I want to do that, which I probably will want to. Drawing exactly one land was acceptable because it means we can cast our Kennel Master. And with the exception of an unforetold God Hall Guardian or whatever the hell it's called, my deck actually tops out at 5. Case in point. So this actually just winds up being like very nice. Yeah, we've drawn very well considering we were on a multi-6 this game. We've drawn very, very well. Like, we have more or less curved out. Like, 2, 3, 3, 5 curve with exactly 5 lands, and now I've got 2 removal spells in hand. Like, I'm okay with that, to say the least. That's a little, little frightening. So the good news for me is they only did it for 2, and I actually do have the answer to 2 of these. But, ooh, baby, that's, that is a spicy meatball, is all I'm saying about that. Alright. These are VG. Alright, so I'm going to take a bit of a pounding here, but the reason I'm doing this is because it lets me get on board. It lets me get on board more, and then next turn I can have Feed the Serpent plus Verdict up to deal with both of their angels. Oof, that was something though. Dang. The double 4/4s. I mean, hey, Mythic's gonna Mythic. Mythic's gonna Mythic. Valor of the Worthy. Sure. When they're gonna tap something. I mean, hey, I'm taking a lot of damage here. It seems like a fine block. Like, they're only getting 1. Like, that felt like a bad attack. That kind of felt like a bad attack. At least with the Specifically with the champion. Like, I know they get an angel out of it, but like, or a spirit, but I don't think the spirit matters. Ah, well. I guess you missed the message then. No worries. Also, I saw what, yeah, I saw it, yeah. Alright, so be it. Wait. Oh, they verdicted my, my thing? Okay, I mean, that's kind of cute, I suppose. Ooh, I just realized Iron Verdict does not work well against angels. That's not great for me. Oh, actually, wait. Can I, like, super big brain this? I might be able to super big brain this. We're gonna have to take a little bit more damage in the process. But I could basically run the same tech they ran against me. Where I attack with the gold mod champion, tap their angel token. Sure. Yep. And then Iron Verdict it. So that actually seems pretty good. Also, how's it going, Anchor? Ooh, or we can do this. Do I need to do this yet? This might be for later. I don't have a way of getting back on the board. I don't really like the idea of doing this without knowing how to get back on the board. Hydrate! Oh, Lion's here! Heyo, how's it going? I will hydrate, thank you. We are in match 2 of a best-of-3 draft against an opponent with a pretty decent red-white aggro deck, including the, you know, the new, whatchamacallit, Entreat the Angels, which is definitely giving us a little bit of a headache here. We're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna run a strat here. We're gonna run a strat and we're gonna see how it works. So attack with both of these, activate the boast to target this. And then let's see how they block. Lion explicitly gave me permission. Don't you dare hose me with this slander. Don't you dare hose me with this slander. Explicit permission was granted. Alright, let's get this thing out of here. And then let's just foretell this. This is our ace in the hole. This is our in case of emergency break glass. Alright. Alright, so I do need to chill here a little bit. Like, maybe here I was actually supposed to Doomscar first, but I kind of want to see what my opponent's got up their sleeve. I really, like, I feel like we're enough behind the ball right now that, oh dear. But I kind of want my opponent to... Oh, that's, like, kind of a gross combo. I don't love that. I don't love that. So let's double block here. I should get my flyer alive, which is sort of interesting. So I'm at 4, so yeah, regrettably, it is time for a Doomscar. But I do not have anything left in the tank. My opponent still got 4 cards. So I'm not loving my chances here, is what we're getting at. I don't hate bounding gold, at least. Like, that means I at least have their next threat covered. Case in point. That actually is a pretty good one to bind in gold, no less. Are you kidding me? Oh, feels bad, man. Alright. Alright. Pass, I guess. Wow. The splashed black card. Right, so this thing is getting all the damage redirected to it. Yeah, so that puts me to 1, and then, yeah, no, we're dead here. We are dead here. Yeah, my opponent's deck looks solid. That Elder Fang Disciple was an absolute beating. But apart from that, it just looks like a good, solid Boros aggressive deck with like some powerful rares in it. Maybe I should just be playing this way down. It does feel like I've wanted it more often than I haven't. But we've also played against aggro decks a lot, so maybe that's why. Could see Wings of the Cosmos being relevant against their random shitty flyers, but that feels pretty fringe. Don't love that. Invoke the Divine is interesting. I don't think I want it for sure, though. Alright, we're gonna chill here. I was at 1, but they have 3 creatures. I can't actually meaningfully block the 3/6 because it would be the other thing that dies. And then they still have 2 creatures with me at 1 with no creatures in play, or with 1 creature in play. So like I die next turn. Like if you mean that I could have technically waited to see what I drew, I guess that's fair. I don't know. It felt like they were also like gonna get a guaranteed buyback of a creature from the graveyard in 2 turns, which was going to put me under even more pressure. They had multiple cards left in hand. Like, could I have scrapped out for an extra turn? Probably. Do I think it would have made a difference? No. So I just chose to pack up my cards. I'm not the kind of player that you're going to see, like, grind it out to the last possible moment or whatever. Like, that's just not really my playstyle, so... Yeah, like I will concede in ways that some might call preemptive, but to me it's more of like a writing on the wall kind of thing. Like, no, maybe don't die immediately, but we're probably going to die sooner than later. Speaking of dying sooner than later, what do I think is not relevant now, but also don't want to lose it for later? It's one of these two, I think. Probably the Kennel Master, because I can foretell this for cheap and get it faster. I would like to draw a land. Alright, request granted. That's nice. Skemper Avenger looks super awkward on this board. Like, maybe I was just supposed to discard that because it looks so freaking bad here. You know what, let's just foretell this. And then attack for 1, or for 2. Got another one of these assholes? Okay, now I will discard the Skemper Avenger. Is this better than I thought it was? Sure. Okay, land is nice. Let's just play out Vengeful Reapers here. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh. I probably wanted to hold the Reaper back. I actually forgot it at haste, so when I went to attack with all, I forgot that it would include the second the second Reaper, which is not actually my intent there, but meh. Like, they're at a much lower life total, so maybe I am supposed to just be getting aggro on them. Iron Verdict on my lifelink, I guess just so that they can race better. That kind of makes sense. Let's see. Alright, I like just playing out the Godsoul Champion here. It pretty much just completely locks the ground up, unless they find a removal spell for it. So that seems okay to me. Foretelling something. Why do I have a feeling this is just piles of angels being foretold? This says Vigilance, so yeah, we can get in with the squad again. Yeah, they're gonna do that so they can get random angel blocker. That seems fine. Or not angel, spirit blocker. That seems fine. So then we're gonna do this. And foretell this one. Carve is fine. Carve does block my Guardian pretty well, unfortunately. Oh, unless they do that. Yeah, I mean, sure. Get in for 2, I guess. Seems a little bit suspect, but what do I know? Alright, let's reap. I wonder if I'm supposed to bind the Carve in gold here. Like, serious... Okay, let's see what they attack with. This needs 3 to crew, so we're definitely not doing that. Let's attack here first. Wait, are they dead? No, they're at 1. They're at 1 if I use the gold mod champion, but I don't want to lose my binding gold to another discard effect, which they've shown us they have multiples of. I don't really think I care if, like, the random creature gets chump blocked here, so let's just ship. If they, like, flash something in, I still have the option of championing it. Verdict on that, sure. That is acceptable. Not blocking. So not blocking because they want to be able to actually crew the Carve, so we're just going to do this. And this looks like a win to me. I guess I don't win on board, to be fair. I can only boast once, right? So what am I... Okay, yeah, they're off it, sure. Okay, alright. 2 game 3 we go. 2 game 3 we go. Man, I kind of do want to bring in the Invoke the Divine. They've shown us a lot of random artifacts and enchantments in this deck. They had the Saga, they had the Carve, they had the that enchantment that puts a spirit down. And like gaining 4 is also not unreasonable in this matchup, so I kind of want to bring that in. That seems pretty solid to me. What do I want to cut? What do I want to cut? Maybe just the Skemfar Avenger. It's looked really bad so far, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think this card might just be not great in limited. Maybe maybe I'm just not aggressive enough for it to be good in this deck. But it's just looked very bad every time I've had it in hand. Like, the best thing it's been for me is just discard fodder. So I have to watch out for the fact that they have 2 Elderfang Disciples. Like, that does mean that my, like, early hand is not super safe. Oh yeah, no. It's not like it's just utterly useless or anything, but it has seemed underwhelming, I guess I'll say. This hand is not underwhelming, though. I'm actually a fan of this. Alright, Raptorino. So this is a nice little, like, small curve out. Like, we'll go turn 2 Seeker, turn 3 Courser, and then Bound in Gold is actually cheaper when Starnheim Courser is in play. Holy crap, the tech. Are they running the Plow? Tell me they're running the Plow. I guess this also just crews every vehicle ever. So, like, on that count alone, it's pretty decent. That's very funny, though. Should I just bind the cow in gold? Just really spite them. Yeah, there's the Carve. There's the Carve. That's really freaking funny, honestly. So they're gonna get to attack me with that here. So I could go for, like... Okay, so I actually don't get to attack because they can tap the Ox and crew the Carve in response. I can probably afford to take a hit from the Carve, so I'm going to go for the slightly more mana-efficient play here. No attacks. Because now the Bound in Gold only costs 2, so I can go, on turn 4, I can go Seeker number 2 plus Bound in Gold, which just makes, yeah, which is just like a much more efficient turn, rather than just playing a single spell every single turn for a while. Yeah, like, so they didn't get a trigger, so whatever it is, it's not a land at least. Like, I'll take 4, not the end of the world here. Also, notably, they don't have any combat tricks in hand, or they would have easily just sent the Raptor in. So that tells me, like, that actually tells me something about what their hand looks like. Double foretelling, huh? Ooh, do I Iron Verdict? Do I Iron Verdict the cow? That seems really funny. I'm not going to do it here because I don't need to, but that does sound very funny. Oh, no, wait, no, it only deals 5 damage. Never mind, don't Iron Verdict the cow. Can I mouse over the vehicle? Yeah, sure. So whenever it attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield tab. So it's like ramping growth, but you can only search the top one card of your library. And if not, it just doesn't do anything. We are going to bind that vehicle in gold here. Like, I really just don't care if they have a shitty cow, but I definitely care if they have card. Because, like, a 4/4 is an actual real card, especially when you just get to crew with your random shitty 06. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, awkwardly another card that Verdict is, like, very not great against. No, their own Verdict. Boo. Sad face. Sad face. Alright, we're a little stalled out here. That's not great news for me, obviously. This cost me 7 to do, like, the full Monty on it. That is okay, I suppose. Alright, so let's foretell this. Playing it just as a sword really doesn't accomplish anything on this board, so I'm just, like, not super interested in that. I don't know, just get your big cow in the, like, look, Prue has, like, loose flavor at best. I admittedly share your skepticism. They have yet to give a very satisfactory explanation, but, you know. This sort of feels like a turn where I'm doom scarring. This kind of feels like a turn where I'm doom scarring, because then if I draw the land next turn, I can just play the 6/5 Flying Valkyrie, which seems pretty good. So I think we're just gonna get in here, gain our 4 life, basically. Yep. And then we're just gonna cast Doomscar. Yes, that's the Galaxy Brain plays right there. Didn't draw the sword or the land, but we did draw a Reaper Valkyrie, which is more than fine. Yeah, having a Wrath is just really nice and limited. You're like, ridiculous board state? It's ridiculous board state. Sure. That is fine, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, here. Ooh, Kaya's Onslaught's kind of spicy. Kaya's Onslaught is pretty spicy. Let's foretell that one as well. Do I want to use it defensively? Do I want to use it defensively? Not really. I'm just going to Iron Verdict their thing. Like, they'll get a Dwarf and a Spirit out of it, but, like, that's kind of fine, I think. I think I'd much rather just, like, cast my Valkyrie and then Kaya's Onslaught if I murder them. Yeah, so we were always going to do that, and they were always going to get their value. So, like, sure thing. Ooh, Godsoul Guardian? Don't mind if I do. Yeah. I may as well just play this one out. Attack. And, like, now I'm feeling pretty good about our board position. Sure, that's fine. Yes! You do love to see it. So let's pick our attacks. I don't want our opponent to know we have a 6/5 flyer coming, so I'd rather attack them and keep them in the dark as to what's happening. Then we just get to do this. And this. And that's probably the game. Realistically. Yeah. Nice. Alright, 2-0. 2-0. It's like a sweet. It's like a sweet. All right, another Kaldheim pack for the spreadsheet. We're up to 55 Kaldheim packs, which means we are apparently still 50 drafts away from getting every rare. That's okay. I'm actually gonna quickly make a change. I found myself bringing this every time and like cutting this every time, so I'm just gonna like do that now and admit that maybe that was just a better card than I gave it credit for initially. Excuse me. Look how the plow is driving a train. Yeah, man, Kaladesh rather was a very, very bizarre place in terms of those bizarre crew sequences. Sometimes it was like that copter is crewing a train, which is crewing a mech walker. Like, okay. Oh, don't even worry about it, Cam. Don't even worry about it. It sounds like there were other people that were on it, but also that it was not meant to be, alas. You know, today I learned that Riley does not check his Discord messages very often, which, like, maybe is fair. Like, for all I know, he gets spammed by a bunch of people and he's just, like, off it, but definitely learned the hard way that he doesn't check those, and or that I need to give a lot more forewarning. Kaladesh had the most individually sensible vehicles, but it did not erase the extreme illogic of vehicles crewing other vehicles. And it happened more there just because of the overall amount. A submarine should be able to crew anything. I mean, a submarine should also have island walk, probably. Like, we're not talking about the submarine. The submarine is an abomination. It was, like, so close to being a very, very cool card, and it was just, instead, a very terrible card. Okay, well, we do need to draw some lands at some point, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. Not just yet. I can still foretell a couple of things at absolute worst in the meantime. Yeah, we don't love to see that. All right, let's attack. Trade? No? Okay. Sure. Let's play another one then. Right? Like, however even. Like, it's not even a flavor fail. It's just, like, a design fail, honestly. Yeah. Does this get vigilance? No? Okay, at least I get to kill it with Iron Verdict then. Assuming I ever draw a third land. Not what I expected. At all, to be honest. Sure. No attacks, I suppose. Maybe they just wanted to stop the bleeding? Yeah, the no lands is rough. I mean, again, foretell means that I can still, over the next few turns, cast a few different spells that will, like, eventually get me there. Like, now that I'm, like, exhausted all of my 2-drops, my next plan is to cast Iron Verdict with foretell, so that if I do draw a third land on the following turn, I can go foretell the God's Hall Guardian into, and then still hold up the Iron Verdict, which would be nice. They're not interested in attacking, which utterly blows my mind, but whatever. Alternatively, I could cast the Starnheim Courser. Maybe that's better? Question mark? Yeah, they are also stuck on lands. That is absolutely true. Yeah, I hadn't actually noticed that. I was definitely a little sort of self-centeredly worried about my own issues there. I'm actually going to oh, no. The God's Hall Guardian isn't even that good on this board because both other creatures fly. You know what? Let's just get this thing out here. Let's just get this thing out here. Still not making attacks, I guess. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Now they're attacking. Okay. No blocks, I guess. So this for 2 mana, I guess, +1/-1. Ooh, land is a nice draw, actually. Land is a very nice draw. What do I get to do with land as a draw? I could just straight up feed the Serpent, but they're holding up 3 mana. They might just be holding up 3 mana because they literally just don't have anything to do with 3 mana, to be fair. But... and also, like, they can use the Mistwalker ability if they want to. I think I'm just going to take this turn to double Foretell. And just kind of try to set up a little bit. I don't really need to be getting super aggressive here. Is Cardboard Live still not working? Is this why you're doing this, Kieran? Because, like, I'm kind of pissed now. Like, Cardboard Live should be working. Like, I've done everything they've said to make it work, and it just, like, seemingly is not a good enough fix, which is very, very frustrating. To say the least. Oh, you just don't have Cardboard Live on. Okay. If anybody that has Cardboard Live enabled could let me know if it's actually working, I would honestly really appreciate that, because, like, I've been getting reports that it's not working. No. I don't mind you using MTG Bot at all. Not a problem. I'm just like, well, why are you doing that if you could just be, like, mousing over? And I'm realizing it's like, oh, because you may literally have no other choice, which is frustrating for me. But no, not at all a problem that you are actually using the extension. And that is what it is there for. That is what it is there for. So what does this do? This says exile it from your yard and return another target aura. Alright, so that's fine. It doesn't actually do that much. Then I can suspend Kaya's Onslaught here. And then I might be able to debate my opponent here in the process. So here I actually just think I ship with everything, because I can use the Kaya's Onslaught to more or less make any block they make questionable at best. Like, that's definitely the best block my opponent has, which is fine. Wait, I'm sorry, what just happened? Oh, I'm a big dum-dum. I am big stupid. I just found a new one. Yep. Yeah, right, at a later turn. I can't actually do that this turn. That's a little unfortunate, if we're being honest. I would not have made that attack if I'd remembered that exact wording. Slash, should have just kept the stupid Kai's Onslaught in my hand if that was going to be the plan. Big smart over here. Big smart. Alright, my turn. Ooh, Way Down is actually pretty good here. That is, I guess, a slight reward for that exact sequence happening. So if I just feed the Serpent, what happens? Okay, let's attack. Let's attack and see what happens. Mm-hmm. Okay. So... let's try to feed the Serpent in response here. If they have a protection spell for this, this is fine, I think. I still deal them 4 down to 8. Yeah, this is fine. Because it sort of used up their turn a little bit. Like maybe they would have had another thing they would have rather do at the end of turn. You're supposed to be able to hover over the cards on my battlefields. There should be like a little thing that like on the side says you may not have the extension enabled, Noah. Near oh god, I don't know if you guys can't definitely not see where my mouse is right now. Basically, more or less just like on the middle of the battlefield on the far right side, there should be like a little like pop out thing. Visible toggle seems on. Like, do you see the CBL extension? If it's on, then like maybe refresh the stream or something. I don't know. Like honestly, I don't know. It always confuses me. Like in theory, if that's on, you should just see it. But like, I don't know. Like freaking Cardboard Live, man. All right, so let's just weigh down the Valkyrie, exiling this. Okay. And then attack. And I guess I'll Kaya's. If they have exactly Iron, I'm not gonna go for it here. They have. I don't need to win this turn, and if they had Iron Verdict, that would have been just like a pretty bad blowout for me. So I wasn't like super interested in doing that. So let's just foretell the Doomscar in case that comes up, but probably just win the game next turn since I have 3 lethal creatures and they have no creatures. Doomscar Oracle, you got it. You need to play a second card here not to die, I will say that. But they have Foretell, so that's not impossible. I could have won that turn by onslaughting one of my 2/2s and just dealing the extra 2 points of damage. Yeah, +1 power. +1/+1 and double strike. It's a very, very strong combat trick. Rune of Sustenance, so they gain 2, and then this gets lifelink? I see, okay, okay. Yeah, +1 and double strike. The double strike definitely being a relevant part of the trick. I would not be playing this card if it didn't give double strike. Let me put it that way. That would not be as good. All right, so my opponent is still just dead here. So they have yet to show me how they're not just dead here. Raven form. Okay. Sweet bird. Actually, to be fair, my opponent also thinks they're going to 7. But that's not going to be what happens. So what happens if I cast this? Is that better than Kaya's onslaughting? What happens if I cast this? I go attack, attack, attack. I'm sending in 5. But then they block 2, so I'm dealing them 3. And then they gain 3, so they go to 6. If I attack with the Reaper, then that's 7 damage total. But they're blocking 2. They go to 5 trade. Don't think that's worth it. So I think we're just going to go attack with all. I'm going to go attack with all, and then I'm going to Kaya's Onslaught my Glory Seeker. Mostly actually just as a means of preventing them from gaining life, because I'll get to double strike it down. And then go to damage. So they go to 1 now. They're still dead on board. And then I can just foretell yet another lethal creature that I can sneak in on a later turn. They're basically back in the same situation. But now they have like way less life linking potential and life gaining potential. So I feel pretty good about this. Again, they could have like the Snow Wrath, but I do have Eventual Reaper that they don't know about. But Snow Wrath would be pretty good. They do have the mana for it. They do have the mana for it. Wait, actually, do they have the mana for it? No, they only have 1 black land, and I'm pretty sure the Snow Wrath costs double black, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called Blood in the Snow or something. Let's see. Alright, well, they just died, so that's clearly not what they had. Blood on the snow. Is that a card? Yeah, it is. 4 black. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so we are playing against blue-white stuff. It's a blue-white deck that's splashing black for something unknown, as far as I can tell. I mean, that's no wrath. It's exactly what it is. Choose one. Destroy all creatures. That is literally a wrath by definition. Is any spell that has the word destroy all creatures on it. Unless you're making some sort of... Oh, god damn it, Kieran. Alright, yeah, I mean, whoosh, and you got me. Hey. Alright. Okay, so they showed us that random, like, +2/+2 aura. Did they put anything else on their creatures ever? I guess they had the lifelink rune as well. I don't think I really care about either of those cards enough to make any sideboarding changes currently. Alright, I'll do it myself. No, we don't need the timeout for that. It is actually kind of funny. In like a very eye roll kind of way. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if Ed Anchor is still here. Maybe she's just lurking. But Ed Anchor, what do you rate it? All right. Thank you, MTG Bot, for auto banning dumbass spammers. This hand is not beautiful, but I definitely don't think it's a mulligan. I just once again really hope not to draw any more lands. But I don't think mulliganing a hand like this is responsible. So we're just gonna keep. We're just gonna keep. Well, can I interact with this board in any way? Can I break the ice or something? I think that's the biggest thing that makes me sad about Arena boards. Is like, I think what was really fun about the Hearthstone play boards is they had all these little like interactables in the corner that you could mess around with while your opponent was taking a 10 years to take their turn. This sort of lacks that, which seems like a wasted opportunity. I don't think it would be that difficult to just like, you know, make this like raise a ship out of the ice or something, or like have I don't know, some skeleton crawl. I don't know, like it could be pretty cool, and it's just not that cool. Ooh, Faceless Haven. Faceless Haven. Yeah, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, just like the interactability of the boards is just fun. Arena has a couple of them, but really, yeah, like I think the War of the Spark one was actually like by a lot. Wow, that was aggressive. But I'm okay with it. Arena has like by a lot, or yeah, the War of the Spark map was no. What? Why? Why would you tap me out of the mana I need to cast this on the next turn if I wanted to? Like, it's not likely to matter, but like, come on, under tap solution, figure your shit out. Yeah, I get that line. I do get that. The war one was the best one for interactability, by a wide margin. But like, this is a brand new board that's come out since then, so it's not like they don't have the tech. And as far as I can tell, this board doesn't do anything. It's pretty. It's all icy and shit, which is cool. But like, it literally has no interactables, which is just, I don't know, kind of disappointing, honestly. So my opponent's on Esper Snow. That's what I'm getting out of this. They very much drafted a snow-centric deck. Am I getting iron priced here? Kind of looks like I am. Maybe not. They're just mousing over my tapped creatures and they have white mana, so I guess I'm just automatically suspicious of this. Starnheim Courser. That is fine. Ooh, Bound in Gold is actually, like, pretty decent here. Is binding this in gold? I don't know that I need to do it yet. But it does seem strong. Yeah, I mean, let's go to combat. No blocks. Do I bind this in gold? Seems really bad, honestly. Like, if that's what they're spending their whole turn doing, I'm probably in a good place. So let's just chill. Let's just chill. I think I just take 3 here. I don't think I care. Like, now I get to just attack with my birdie back for 3 as well. I don't know. That seemed not great. Foretelling something. It's my turn. Oh my god, deck, please. It's a lot of lands, dude. I mean, this is why I hate keeping 5-landers, because it always just feels like you draw infinite lands out of them. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm not supposed to not do that. Still just keeping this Bounding Gold in hand, even though it's, like, bad use of my mana, because I just don't really think either of these creatures are worth it. Like, weirdly enough, I might bind that in gold just because it races annoyingly well. Sure. Yeah, they might have another delivery, but that'd be very funny if they don't. So there. Yeah, let's just cast this. I think I'm gonna bind this stupid Story Seeker in gold. Like, that seems absurd, but I actually think, like, we're just winning this race so quickly now that I think that all I want to do is just stop them from gaining life. Like, that's kind of the only way I lose at this point, I feel. Like, my opponent kind of needs to stop attacking. You don't say. So is that just them giving up? Sure looks like it. Good game, I guess. Oh, do you know what? To be fair to them, they didn't know about the Kai's onslaught. That is very reasonable. Okay, is there anything for 1 blue that gets me here? I don't think there is. Yeah. Alright, and that's the game. I forgot my opponent didn't realize they were actually dead on board. Like, the math was obviously they would go to 1 there, so maybe they were supposed to get aggressive. So yeah, no, maybe their attack was actually better than I thought it was. Maybe their attack was better than I thought it was. In any case, that is our first Kaldheim draft and our first 3-0. So I don't hate that one bit.